The blinding light, it receded, leaving behind not clarity, but a twisted tableau. The void shard, now a fully formed entity, stood where the spark's pure essence had pulsed. It was the predator, yet not. A monstrous echo, carved from the void's deepest malice and imbued with the stolen luminescence of creation itself. Its eyes, twin abysses, fixed upon the original predator with an ancient, chilling hunger. This was not a mere battle for the universe's soul, this was a confrontation with the self, a terrifying embodiment of its own potential for annihilation. The void creature's gambit had been brilliant, insidious. It hadn't just stolen a piece of the spark, it had used that stolen light to forge a weapon from the predator's own darkest fears, a perfect mirror of its destructive capabilities. The air crackled, not with the energy of creation, but with the frigid static of entropy. The nascent universe groaned, its grotesque forms twisting further, as if sensing the cosmic war that had now descended upon its fragile existence. The original predator felt a cold dread, a sensation it had long suppressed. The void creature had not merely retreated, it had planted a seed of corruption that had bloomed into this abomination. And this abomination understood. It understood the predator's every weakness, every flicker of doubt, every buried impulse towards oblivion. It moved with a predatory grace that was terrifyingly familiar, a dark ballet of destruction. The clash was inevitable. The two predators, light and shadow, creation and annihilation, locked in a brutal embrace. Reality warped around them, the very fabric of space and time protesting the impossible duality. Each blow struck by the void-born duplicate sent ripples of corruption through the nascent cosmos, twisting stars into screaming voids and planets into pulsating organs of cosmic horror. The original predator fought with the desperation of a guardian, but also with a dawning horror. Was this its fate? To be the architect of its own demise, to forge the instrument of its own undoing? The spark's essence, now a perverted beacon within the duplicate, pulsed with a malevolent rhythm, mocking the original struggle. This was the true war, a war waged within the heart of being. As the battle raged, the predator noticed something, a faint, almost imperceptible resonance. It wasn't just the void's hunger it felt from its duplicate, it was a desperate plea, a distorted echo of its own primal drive to protect. Could it be? Was this simply another layer of the void's deception, a cruel mockery designed to sow further confusion? The void shard, the origin of this dark reflection, began to hum, its malevolent intelligence intensifying. It was feeding on the conflict, growing stronger with every moment the two predators tore at each other. The nascent universe, caught between these titanic forces, began to fracture. Whispers, ancient and terrible, slithered through the void, promising an end to all creation, an eternal silence. The predator's grip faltered for a fraction of a second, a moment of doubt, a flicker of existential terror. And in that instant, the void-born duplicate seized its advantage. With a surge of stolen spark energy and void power, it unleashed a devastating blow, not at the original predator's body, but directly at the core of its being, at the very spark that fueled its existence. A blinding white light, intermingled with the deepest black, erupted outwards, a paradoxical explosion that momentarily silenced the cosmic cacophony. When the light subsided, the original predator was not gone, but fundamentally changed. Its form flickered, its essence fractured. The void-born duplicate, however, stood triumphant, its form solidifying, its power amplified tenfold. But it wasn't alone. From the very epicenter of the explosion, tendrils of pure, unadulterated void began to seep out, not just into the nascent universe, but into the very fabric of the original predator's being. But corruption was no longer external. It was inside. The void creature's ultimate plan was unfolding, not to destroy the predator, but to become it, to merge with its essence and corrupt creation from within. The original predator could feel its own consciousness fraying, its memories blurring with the void's ancient, cold logic. It was losing itself. The battle for the universe had just become a desperate fight for its very soul. And the void was winning. The question echoed in the shattered silence, if the predator becomes the void, who then will protect creation? Or is this the end of all protection, the dawn of an eternal, unthinking darkness? The echoes of the void creature's laughter, a sound that promised an endless, cosmic horror, filled the emptiness. The true war was just beginning, and it was already lost. Or was it? A single, defiant spark of the original spark, still burning deep within the Predator's fractured essence, refused to be extinguished. But it was fading. Fast. Could it reignite before the void consumed all? The answer remained shrouded in the encroaching darkness.